Hello, Aries. Welcome. This is your December monthly tarot forecast. So, apologies, I haven't been around. I wasn't unwell, so I was a bit unwell even. So I couldn't do the November one, and then got a bit delayed on this one. So, what I'm doing this time, doing things a bit differently. So, I'm going to do the whole of December. So, because once we get into the Christmas and festive period, then I'm sure everybody is going to get busy. Now, I felt like I wanted to do a general spread and a love spread separately. So then it covers the whole of the month for people who need to know. And I'm just going to see how I feel in regards to, because I felt I can see a story here lined up for you, for some of you at least. So anyway, hope you're well. This is a general reading. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising. And of course, if one doesn't resonate, the other usually does. And you decide if it does for you. It's still a general reading though. So, if you'd like me to look into the situation for you, then please drop me an email. My email is in the description box below. And we can set that up at a mutually convenient time. Of course, without any further ado, let's get cracking. I've missed this and I missed you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I can't appreciate for you having to bear with me the fact that I couldn't come across to you earlier. So I hope you all are okay, and thank you so much for your custom. And yeah, let's get started. So Aries, your first card in the general spread is Page of Wands. It's quite funny that I'm trying to see if there's reflection. If you can see the cards, hopefully you can. So that's Page of Wands upright. You've got Ten of Pentacles in reverse, followed by Six of Wands in reverse. You've got then Knight of Wands upright and the High Priestess upright. So let's see what's coming through for you. For some of you, I feel that there's some idea or message that came through or that comes through earlier in the month if it hasn't already, and that is quite inspiring, even though it's something that makes you think, oh, maybe I want to do this, maybe I want to travel, maybe a project with regards to for people who do that. And what I'm sensing is that because this comes through, this is at a time when you would probably be with your family for some of you, and if you take this up, then you would not be able to be with your family, um, which means you'd have to travel, and that's the way you'd have to go for the sake of this project. Now, and if for the people that this is what it is, you are going to make that travel happen later part of the month, I feel, more towards the holiday period. And that might mean that for some of you, that might mean that even though you're not going to be with your family, this is something that you want to keep a bit of a secret. You're not being vocal or letting everyone know what this is about. That's what I get with that High Priestess. This is something close to your heart, and you're trying to see if you can do well with that. The only thing I'm getting with this is that the fact that you can't be with your family might not be very you're not getting the attention. People are not just the attention. For some of you, I think this might create slight disagreements, or families like, oh, where are you, and why aren't we together at this time, and what is that is so important that, yeah. So I think for some of you, that's what I'm getting, and because you're keeping it close to the chest, they're even more curious. But guess what, you end up going nonetheless. Now, for others, it's still an idea that maybe either you have to compromise on family time, or your family is not with you on this. They're not on the same page as you, but you end up doing whatever this project is. It's definitely has to do with travel. Yeah, in very rare cases, even though I pulled up a separate love spread, This could very well, for some of you, be that, I'm getting a vibe that this is you are actually this is an invite that you have, and you're not going to be with the family. You're not usually, normally you are the person that arranges stuff and arranges Christmas dinners or what have you, but you're not doing it this time. It's not your responsibility. You're not the top of the um you just don't want to do that responsibility, and you just choose your own way and actually travel to see somebody who gave you that invite. And this person, more so, is older, more mature, quieter, and follows her intuition. So, and she's, yeah, that is for some of you that might be. And there is an age gap here. There's an age gap that's coming across for people where this is a love connotation. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's any other connotation here. There's something with the family that is not going as it usually does, and this might feel that you're not, being part of it as you usually are, and you're not being regarded as you usually are, and it just makes you feel that you're not part of the clan, or not completely part of the clan, but you feel okay. Um, this means that I'm not there this time, and I'm not responsible to arrange everything and hold everything together. So this time I'm actually going to go my own separate way. What I like is towards the end of the month, that High Priestess, there is more, okay, clarity then for some of you in terms of relationships, I feel. For others, there is more that comes out nighttime than daytime in terms of this person that you dive for those. This is a person that this is another person. I think there's more that comes out nighttime, and there's a lot of intuition that you'll have to use to understand this person as well. And this person does the same. It's an upright, so this is somebody who follows her intuition, and even though she might not say it all the time, but you can actually you can sense that and understand that. And I think you're going to be moving towards this person towards the end of the month. It might be baby steps, it might be something, even if it's just a meeting. This is definitely going to happen. So yeah, there was that love connotation there, like it or not. Let's see what you have for your love for others where this wasn't that. So your first card is Nine of Wands upright, Four of Swords upright, Queen of Pentacles upright, Page of Cups upright, and Knight of Cups upright. So for those that wasn't the love, but the family and work, or any other project that you have to take up, guess what? The love starts slow but progresses well. So what I'm sensing here is that you've kind of, either you've come out of a relationship and now you're at a point where you're like, you know what, I have had that way too many times. I am going to want to take it easy. And that's probably what has been happening with you, and more so towards the early part of the month. That is what's going to happen. Maybe this is a relationship that you were in, and now you've come to that point that you're a single stranded soldier. You you've really kind of had it all. As much as you're still standing there and bearing with it, um, there is a downtime that is associated with it. And because this is love, I have to put it out there that there's going to be some downtime in this relationship for those that this is an existing relationship. And I'll come to singles in a minute. um and this might be that, for people that this is if you're a female, you're content, you're financially able, you are able to make that decision that no, you're done. You're not going to put up with this, and you're going to move on because you're quite able, you're quite happy in your being, in yourself. um you've got the finances, you've got the maturity and stability to be able to move forward. And guess what? That then brings it up that some some message, and this might be a water sign. um I don't know whether it's you out, for some of you I'm sensing you're out, um, somewhere near water, or you're on You go traveling, even for some of you. And, now that you're single, it's not that it's intentional, but, somebody does really something sweet. And that means that, you know, and they are willing to take an action, which is, move forward in terms of, whether it's a date, whether it's even moving forward. And I think this is way towards the end of the month where somebody's going to take action, whether they're going to let you know how they feel, or see if they want to try this out with you, and, kind of a date, like I said. So this is more in terms of for people actually. Um, I think this is more for people who've been in some troubled waters in relationships, and they're coming out, and it just happened so quick. I'm aware that Mercury is retrograde, so I'm glad to actually see the action right at the end of the month, even though it'll be shadow period. But I, rather that than earlier. So I think, um, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I mean, for people who are single, I guess you've been single and you've now come to a point where you're like, okay, I think, I'm single. I've done things, and you've maybe things did not work out in the past with dates, with being out. Um, and then you're trying to evaluate, you're trying to think, strategize, how am I going to do this, and do I want to continue doing things the way I have been doing, or something differently? And you go, you know what, I'm going to put some time, money, and investment into myself. And that's what you do, which actually gives birth to something new. This might be just you loving yourself, which I'm not getting a lot of. So there's some other energy that happens, and somebody's actually coming towards you. Whether it lasts or not is another story, but I think what I'm getting is that there's going to be something sparkling towards the end of the month, which is going to make you feel better and hopeful. So that's what I'm getting for you guys, Aries. So I know, not so bad at all for either of them. There were more love messages than general, but um, yeah, that's where we are. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I shall speak to you next month. Bye for now. And completely forgot. And Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and a Happy New Year. Bye for now.